Yep. And they were like, well, if you can't run the rootkit, it's like, well, what if we containerize the rootkit? They're like, no, no, no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because then there could be cheaters. And you can't have cheaters. Yeah. Yeah, I've got thoughts about that. I
Mm,
for a long time I played, without getting too down that rabbit hole, a long time I played Destiny.
mm.
I played the alpha when it came out on the PS3. We got I didn't know it was a lot, I didn't realize it was that long ago until I actually like thought it out loud. PS3 alpha of Destiny, and then played the beta, played Destiny for a long time. And like what they originally pitched, loved the idea of this
Mhm.
game. It looked like almost like a single player RPG, but your friends
Yep,
could
yep.
jump in at any time. And just like first of all, over the years it just has totally turned into an MMO
Yeah,
RPG, like with all the loot crate stuff and like whatever.
yeah.
I get that there are people who like that. I just don't have time for that. Also, I had two kids in the time from Destiny 1 to now, so
Mhm.
like I definitely don't have time for that now. Like so yeah, and then but I was like, man, if I could play it on Linux, I think I'd play it more often. Like I've
Mhm.
got a PlayStation. That's my like go sit on the couch and play machine. But like you can play it every once in a while on a laptop or something or on something like a Steam Deck. I think I
Mhm.
would play it, but
Mhm.
I just can't because
Yeah.
they don't want me to. But that's okay. I played it on Stadia a lot, and I loved Stadia. Spicy take there. Stadia was
Okay.
amazing.
Was it? Is that? Are you actually being serious?
I'm actually being serious.
Okay,
It
I
was
I want to hear you defend
so
Stadia.
here's okay. So I will not defend Google's decision making because
Okay.
nobody can do that.
Okay.
But
Sure.
I will say the technology of Stadia to this day has been a better experience, at least for me on my connections, than any other remote play thing.
Okay.
Whether up to and including playing from a gaming computer or console on the same network to like an Android device or another computer. Like
Okay.
Stadia was lower latency for me on my like not even like gigabit connection, just like my 100 megabits or whatever that we had.
Mhm.
Like it was lower latency to play a game on Stadia than it was to stream it from my PS4 or
Mhm.
PS5. And like to me that's incredible. And they clearly, I mean, it's probably because they have YouTube Edge servers. Like that's the whole thing, right? It ran through the YouTube Edge server, so there's probably a server down the block with the YouTube data center or whatever. And like but to me that was amazing, and I could see the vision, the idea of like, oh wow, we all thought Netflix streaming was a joke because nobody has all that bandwidth, and now look, everything's
Mhm.
streaming, right? So like I kind of saw, I was like, oh, I can see this vision of we're all laughing at the streaming idea because
Mhm.
yes, not everybody has good internet. I mean, obviously what we do at Endless, like that's a huge part. Like a lot of people don't have any internet or have unreliable internet or expensive internet. So like
Yeah.
clearly it's not like the only solution for
Sure. Sure.
gaming. But at the same time, the technology was incredible. I
Mhm.
played bef- before I could buy a PS5. I paid for Stadia Pro because I could get like next gen graphics on my current hardware for not that much money,
Mhm.
and the experience was really good for me. So I'm bummed that they canceled it. I also think like the tech press kind of like sort of like was a self-fulfilling prophecy there. Like from day one, they were like, well, it's really cool technically, but I wouldn't get too invested because Google might kill it, and which scared everybody off, which meant that Google killed it. Like that's my opinion. But
I don't know. It's with Google killing a service, like you could
yeah, I
definitely make
mean,
that argument, but we've all seen killed by Google.com.
yeah,
Like,
I mean they have this terrible track record, obviously, but and I'm not going to sit here and like defend Google and
sure, sure.
Google's decision making and organization, but like I just the spicy take the summary is I actually really love Stadia and was
Mhm.
really sad when they felt it because like that was my next gen console. And then I got a PS5 and I love it. But there are times when I'm like I'm over at my in-laws house or
Mhm.
like got decent internet and just have my phone and it's like I wish I could like just bang out a game a Stadia match or
Mhm.
whatever now. And I tried it with like GeForce Now and like this was not a good experience for me. Like it worked, but like it had way more hiccups and
Mhm.
latency. Even trying it on my, like I said, on my local network, my PS5 with like my multi-gigabit LAN, like wired. I don't know if I was doing it to another wired device, but like wired to wireless, at least 300 megabits, whatever. Like, then it was not a great
Hmm.
experience. So I don't know. That could be something with my network, but like I was just always blown away by Stadia.
I think the biggest problem that Stadia had was the way they did their game sales. The fact that like your Stadia
Yeah,
games were like a whole separate thing. So
yeah, I
and
can see it both ways. Like I
yeah,
can see the idea of like someone like me who doesn't have like a massive Steam library,
yeah.
like That's
Well,
fine.
that's what
If
GeForce
that
Now had. That
library
was
was
like a
going to
big
be around.
advantage. Like it was just your
Yeah.
games.
Yeah. And see, like, I don't have a big library existing